righty then. Let's talk about I was going to say the 800-pound elephant in the room, but Jax wasn't in this segment. Charlotte came out to Queen Charlotte. Charlotte Flair has returned and came out to the ring. And as we said earlier at the top of this review, we were talking about how different reactions can come from different crowds, even if the sounds aren't that far apart. They booed her like she owed them money. She started out and
I saw this promo before.
Where?
It was almost to the day. In 1993, I went to the third Raw taping at the Manhattan Center. And that was the night Brutus Beefcake made his return, gave the longest promo of his career, and got heckled because he's just given this sob story that leads up to he was all alone and Hulk Hogan came to his hospital bed and held his hand and now he's back in the ring.
But I remember when he had recounted that it is the parasailing accident.
Well, the way it happened in the room that I'll never forget, and I may be getting it slightly wrong, it's been a long time, but the footage is out there. He starts going down the list of things. He's like, and then my wife left me. And there was this one guy in the crowd that was like, good. And then my parents died. Good. And then my face was destroyed in a parasailing. And the guy just goes, let's go sailing. But they shit all over him. And he had always been a babyface. There wasn't really any question. Well, at least since 87. This is a different story, but same promo.
Well, that's the thing. You could tell she started out she had something that she needed to say. She was starting to say, I missed you guys. I love doing this. The last year broke me mentally and physically. And every time she'd say one of those, they booed her more. And, and it looked like it was throwing her off for real because she's like, how am I going to, she had to think on her feet. And she ended up doing kind of a heelish promo and said, but I came back and I'm the greatest. So boo me now. I'm going to drink it all in because I love you guys. Even though I'm, trying to somewhat follow the framework of the promo she was going to give when every time she would say, I love you and I'm so glad to be back. They're like, fuck you.
Well, again, she's always better as a heel. I don't think she could deliver lines as a babyface, even when they're sincere. And the other thing is, where this promo went, unless she's wrestling Tiffany Stratton, she's not a babyface against Rhea. No one's getting cheered more than Rhea. So it's what were they doing exactly?
I'm thinking, did they think they were going to have like a Punk and Seth kind of thing where you had dueling responses or dueling reactions that Charlotte would be somewhat heelish, but did they think like I did that, well, she just came back from a goddamn horrible surgery and she is a name and it was a surprise in a Rumble. Hey, there might be, I don't know, but you agree with me that it looked like she was switching gears in midstream to try to salvage the thing because they're just like, fuck you.
No, I thought she did a good job because that's what she had to do. But again, the question becomes, if she wasn't supposed to be booed in a heel, why do you have the most popular babyface come out there to have a confrontation with her?
Well, I'm thinking the battle of the icons, whatever. But she was getting hooted with Charlotte and then said, but I fought every day to get back here and heal this knee and the whole 9 yards. And then Rhea Ripley's music plays. And she comes there and mommy is over. And now it's just like, oh yeah, the opposite reaction. And they went back and forth a little while. They've had a couple of matches at WrestleMania. And Rhea says, yeah, I respect you, but please pick me because at the last WrestleMania we faced each other. I beat you. And then Charlotte said, well, the first time I beat you. And Rhea said, well, you're right, but I was just a kid back then. Ooh, sick burn, as the young folks say. But that's when Charlotte said, well, I got nothing but time. I'm going to see Julia. I'm going to see Tiffany, see if they inspire me. But Rhea, you've shown me you're still just a kid. I'll see you next week. And Rhea bowed up at her and said, you show me by the way you talk to me that you don't respect me like I respect you. So pick me and I can beat the respect into you. And one would think they're going in this direction. And I don't, with this response, if it was Charlotte and Tiffany'd probably be the babyface.
Actually, she may have been anyway, just because even though Tiffany, I guess, is Tiffany a heel? I guess technically she was. Did she turn babyface or is she still?
No, I think she's still snotty. They just like her because she's snotty.
I don't know. It doesn't put Charlotte in a really good position there. I mean, these are the two most popular women on the roster right now. It's hard to get cheered against them, so Charlotte kind of has to be a heel, and that's the best way for Charlotte to be used. She's better in the ring as a heel, I think.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not going to argue that. I just thought that she would have more oomph as a, well, we're glad. We're
no
glad any sympathy. We're glad
sympathy.
You're back, but it's like, no, can you please leave again?
I had the toughest year of my life, but I missed you. Boo!
Yeah, fuck you. We didn't even notice you were gone.
I've worked so hard to get back because of you. Boo! That's even worse.
Don't blame us. It's not our fault. Oh, all right, but so there's that.